Spoilers ahead. Of Belle and EJ's wedding on Days of Our Lives. Fans of Days of Our Lives have recently been buzzing with excitement and speculation surrounding the potential wedding of EJ DiMera, played by Dan Feuerriegel, and Belle Black, portrayed by Martha Madison. This anticipated event has stirred up emotions and hopes across Salem, promising a whirlwind of romance, tension, and unexpected twists. But will this wedding truly bring lasting happiness for Belle and EJ, or is it just another chapter in the complicated saga of their turbulent relationship? The Wedding Bells, a glimpse of hope for EJ and Belle. The prospect of EJ and Belle exchanging vows has been a source of joy, especially for the well-meaning Susan Banks, Stacey Hayduke. Susan, known for her compassionate nature and sharp intuition, has expressed a heartfelt belief that this union could finally be the happy ending these two characters deserve. In the May 16 episode of Days of Our Lives, Susan's excitement was palpable. She sees Belle as a wonderful partner for EJ, someone who could truly change his life for the better. Susan's vision of their wedding is not just wishful thinking, it is filled with hope and a desire to see love conquer past hardships. Her fondness for Belle is clear. She views Belle as a refreshing and positive presence in EJ's life, especially when compared to his previous entanglements with the fiery and often troublesome Sammy Brady, Allison Sweeney, whom Susan openly criticizes as mean. Despite EJ and Belle's cautious approach to their relationship, Susan is somewhat puzzled by their hesitation and openly fantasizes about the day they might say, "I do." She even hints that her next visit to Salem could coincide with their wedding ceremony, painting a vivid picture of celebration and renewed beginnings. However, not everyone shares Susan's optimism. Marlena Evans, Deidre Hall, a figure of wisdom and realism in Salem, remains skeptical. Marlena's reservations remind viewers that love stories in Salem are rarely straightforward, and happily ever afters are often fraught with complications. Susan's predictions, wishful thinking or premonition? The question lingers, is Susan Banks merely indulging in wishful thinking, or does she have a deeper insight into EJ and Belle's fate? Her enthusiasm suggests she truly believes in their compatibility and hopes their wedding will symbolize a permanent bond. But while Susan's emotional investment is touching, the history of EJ and Belle's relationship paints a more complicated picture. Fans watching Days of Our Lives know well that EJ DiMera is a man with a dark and complex past. His recent coma and the experiences surrounding it have visibly changed him, or at least that is the image he wants to project. EJ is desperate to convince those around him, especially Belle, that he has reformed, that he is no longer the dangerous man he once was. This transformation is central to his current storyline, and many viewers are left wondering whether it is genuine or merely a facade. Can EJ's experience truly change him? Life-altering events, such as a coma or a brush with death, often bring profound changes in people. EJ's attempt to turn over a new leaf is believable and adds depth to his character. It introduces the possibility that the once ruthless and cunning DiMera has found redemption. For viewers, this is a tantalizing prospect, the idea that love and second chances can heal even the darkest souls. But underneath the surface, many suspect EJ remains as cunning and dangerous as ever. His past actions have left scars, and Belle has confronted his darker nature before. The question is whether this time will be any different. If EJ fails to demonstrate true change, it is likely Belle will reconsider their relationship. After all, she is no stranger to heartbreak caused by EJ's manipulations. The wedding might be an optimistic milestone, but it could also be the calm before another storm. New romantic tensions on the horizon. The emergence of Kat Green adding to the complexity of EJ's love life. Spoilers reveal that Kat Green, played by Anna Lynn McCord, is set to deepen her relationship with EJ. Kat's growing feelings for EJ introduce a new layer of drama and potential conflict. As Kat becomes more entwined in EJ's world, this could ignite a classic Salem love triangle involving EJ, Kat, and Chad DiMera, Billy Flynn. For fans, this means the storyline will likely become even more charged, with shifting alliances, emotional confrontations, and the ever-present question of loyalty. Will Belle stand firm in her commitment to EJ, or will the allure of new love interests and old family rivalries pull them apart? Conclusion: a wedding wrapped in uncertainty. The potential wedding of EJ DiMera and Belle Black is a captivating storyline that promises drama, romance, and suspense. While Susan Banks' hopeful predictions add warmth to the tale, the shadow of EJ's past and emerging romantic rival suggest that this union may face formidable challenges. As the story unfolds, viewers aged 65 and older, who appreciate clear and compelling narratives, will find much to engage with: complex characters wrestling with change, the power of hope against skepticism, and the timeless question of whether love can truly conquer all. For now, Salem waits with bated breath to see if EJ and Belle's wedding will be the beginning of a lasting partnership or just another chapter in the ever-twisting saga of Days of Our Lives. Next, a tangled web of secrets, ambitions, and lost manuscripts. On a quiet evening at a neighborhood bar, Alex found himself seated across from Kate, the seasoned head of Titan Publishing. Alex carried with him a carefully guarded secret, a manuscript that could either make or break their futures. The novel was an erotic work, penned with surprising flair by an author who wished to remain anonymous. The story's true creator was Stephanie, a woman known more for her cautious nature than for venturing into such daring literary territory. Alex handed Kate the manuscript, watching her flip through the pages with a mixture of curiosity and skepticism. Kate had been running Titan Publishing for years and knew the market inside and out. She acknowledged quietly that there was indeed an audience for this kind of novel, despite its provocative nature. It was a world far removed from her usual tastes, but the promise of something new intrigued her. Alex pressed on, asking Kate to read it carefully and offer her honest opinion. What did she stand to gain? Kate asked, her voice sharp but measured. Alex knew this was likely a long shot, a potential waste of time. Yet, there was more at stake here than just a single book. If the novel showed promise, Alex had a bigger plan in mind. He wanted to revive Titan Publishing and hoped Kate would take the helm to lead it forward. Kate wasn't quick to commit. She promised to consider the proposal, if Alex could guarantee that it wasn't some kind of scam or frivolous scheme. Alex assured her with confidence that it was genuine. With a nod, Kate rose, promising she'd read the manuscript thoroughly and would be in touch to discuss it further. Meanwhile, back in her modest apartment, Stephanie was trying to steady her nerves. She poured coffee for her friend Jada, who had just woken up. They sat together quietly, sipping the warm brew as the morning sun filtered softly through the curtains. Their conversation drifted to the recent chaos surrounding EJ's shooting, a traumatic event that left them both frustrated and anxious. The news had been unsettling, made worse by Sean calling in sick, though his reason seemed less than convincing. The two friends shared a moment of gratitude, thankful for the support they gave each other amid such turmoil. But just as Stephanie was about to relax, she noticed something was wrong. The manuscript she had poured so much heart and soul into was missing. Panic rippled through her as she hurriedly searched the apartment, tossing cushions and scanning every corner. Jada offered to help, but Stephanie, not wanting to lose more time, quickly urged them both out the door to clear their minds with breakfast. Their destination was Sweet Bits, a cozy cafe known for its comforting pastries and strong coffee. There, the tension of the morning seemed to ease slightly, replaced by the warm hum of conversation and the clinking of cups. However, fate had other plans. As Stephanie and Jada left the cafe, they unexpectedly ran into Steve and Sean in the nearby plaza. Sean's attempt to feign illness was unconvincing at best, and the group quickly made excuses to part ways. Moments later, Kevin appeared and met up with Steve and Sean, a meeting that sparked more questions than answers. Returning home, Stephanie and Jada exchanged worried glances, sensing something was amiss. Their attention was diverted, however, when Alex appeared, bringing with him a mix of relief and unease. Suddenly, Jada's phone beeped urgently, a call from the hospital demanding her immediate presence. She rushed out, casting a suspicious look back at the trio of men gathered across the plaza. Alex and Stephanie couldn't shake the feeling that something shady was going on between Sean, Steve, and the mysterious man they'd seen with them earlier. Alex recalled seeing that stranger before. At the bistro, where tensions had run high. Before they could delve deeper, Xander hurried past them, refusing to stop. Alex called after him, hoping to talk things through, but Xander only managed a few tense words about a hospital deal gone wrong before disappearing into the crowd. The news unsettled Alex, and Stephanie's mind immediately raced back to her missing manuscript. Then, as if a weight was lifted, she remembered, Alex had it all along. Relief flooded her, but with it came a sudden resolve. She didn't want to publish the novel after all. Alex pleaded with Stephanie to reconsider, convinced the story could be a breakthrough. But Stephanie's fear of being discovered as the author, of exposing her deepest secret, was too strong. She begged him not to show the manuscript to his editor, her voice firm despite the unease beneath it. "I've made up my mind," she insisted. Though reluctant, Alex respected her wishes, tucking the manuscript away. The future of the novel, and the fate of Titan Publishing, remained uncertain, tangled in secrets, ambitions, and the silent fears of a woman determined to keep her true self hidden.